Now available in paperback and e-readers. Spellbound, a darker shade of black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. Recently, Liam Neeson, the white man that Viola Davis praised so much a couple of months ago, made a statement that showed how little love this God has for the black woman. Now, your Liam Neeson made a statement regarding the rape of a white woman who was a friend of his, saying that he walked the streets with a kosh, hoping he'd be approached by a black man that he could kill. And when you listen to that statement, it's just so filled with hate, it's just not funny. And if you really understand racism, you see how this one statement defines your Liam Neeson not only as a racist, but also defines him as a beta male. Because it was the beta males who were during Jim Crow that made statements like this because they were so in their emotions and so eager to play the white knight for a white female who made an allegation of rape that they weren't thinking about getting justice for that woman. No, they were thinking about getting a covert contract with this woman where they would go out here and then kill this black man in the hopes of getting attention and approval of her. And it just shows how deeply twisted these beta white males are and how cowardly they are, because they would go out in the streets like your Liam Neeson and go out looking to hunt down an innocent black man instead of trying to go out here and seek out justice and find whoever committed this horrible crime against this white woman. It just shows how cowardly guys like your Liam Neeson are, and how your Liam Neeson is no different than those beta white male Ku Klux Klansmen during the days of Jim Crow. Those beta white male Ku Klux Klansmen who were so, again, caught up in their emotions about the so-called sanctity and honor of this white female, that these white knights went and got on their horses looking for a black man to lynch. So that's what I see your Liam Neeson as. He is nothing more than another one of these Ku Klux Klansmen out here, and he's a modern day Ku Klux Klansman, because if you're going to walk the streets with a kosh, which is one of those collapsible nightsticks, looking and hoping to be approached by a black man, in the same way that your George Zimmerman was hunting down Trayvon Martin, it shows you that this Liam Neeson is not someone that black people need to even consider for any sort of support. And that's what makes your Viola Davis a very deeply dysfunctional and deeply troubled black female. But she isn't par for the course when it comes down to many of these Afro-American Negro women who sit there and deify and worship white men, loving them more than the living God himself, not ever understanding that this God that she wants to serve has no love for her, has no regard for her, and does not care about her, and shows that in the statements that he makes, like this Liam Neeson made, talking about how he was hoping he would be approached by a black man that he could kill. That same contempt that he has for that black man, he has for that black woman. But because your black woman is so spellbound by the idea of seeking white acceptance and white approval, she cannot see the hatred and contempt that this white man has shown everyone, because he shows us that contempt by talking about how he wants to go out here in hopes that a black man would approach him after this violation of that so-called white queen that he has elevated on a pedestal. And I sit there and I look at him, and his statement, again, just proves to the world that your Liam Neeson, the white man that Viola Davis praised, worshiped, and put on a pedestal, is nothing more than a beta male. He is a high-priced Hollywood beta male, because when you look at his statement, again, this is the statement a beta male would make, and a beta male from the days of Jim Crow with the Ku Klux Klan. Because the Ku Klux Klansmen, that is how those guys felt. They acted on impulse, they acted on their emotions, and they went out here and they lynched innocent black men and attacked and murdered innocent black men, all because they were caught up in their feelings over one of these white women. So this Liam Neeson, when I look at him, I see him again as no different than a Ku Klux Klansman. And if he's going to play the white supremacist, if he wants to be a white supremacist, then black people need to punish your Liam Neeson by making a powerful statement of our own, by voting with our wallet, and making sure that we never go out to go see any more Liam Neeson movies. And any movie that features Liam Neeson, just like Mel Gibson, in my house, I am not bringing it in. I'm not watching it on TV. I am not giving this white supremacist any more of my money and any more of my time. Because if this man could express contempt for me, then I have no reason to go out here and support this man or any of his projects ever again. When it comes down to your Liam Neeson, that's a name that will not be mentioned in my home, the same way it won't be mentioned with Mel Gibson or any of these white racists who feel they have the audacity to go out here and make contemptuous statements regarding black people. If you can go out here and talk about how you were looking for a black man to kill, then it's time for black folks to go out here and find a way to kill your career. Because if you're sitting there talking about you're looking for a black man to kill, that means you don't need my black dollars to increase your wealth. And I will go out of my way to make sure a guy like Liam Neeson winds up in poverty, because I'm not spending any more money supporting his movies, and any movie studio that goes out of their way to give him projects, I won't support their work as well. And this is how we let white supremacists like Liam Neeson know the power of the black community and the power of the black dollar. Your Viola Davis may go out of her way to deify and elevate this Liam Neeson and put him on a pedestal. Well, I'm here to say it's time for black men and black people in the black community to go across the world and find us a nice bulldozer, knock that pedestal over, and put this man in poverty and make sure that he never gets another dime from the black community ever again. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.